High People remains one of Uganda's and indeed Africa's most dynamic brands and organizations. The innovations and initiatives are increasingly renowned for their positive impact towards transforming lives and livelihoods around the continent. Our annual High People Music Awards are recognized not just for their critical acclaim and prestige that they bestow on their winners and nominees, but as one of the longest serving awards and celebration. We are proud to grow from strength to strength, celebrating and transforming brand to brand, name to name. A number of artists have grown to influence millions of Ugandans and Africans as a whole. Remarkably, the story we started as a digital online store to distribute and share content that was locally brewed and created by our indigenous Africans has turned out into a livelihood of every creator of content, be it music, film, drama, TV, name it. The 11th edition comes with thankfulness. It's been quite a journey. We thank our long-standing partners that have kept believing in transforming the music industry and the creative arts industry using digitization. We also thank God, our longest-serving sponsor, for making this happen every single year. I'm proud and excited to let you know that the nominations for the 11th High People Music Awards are now open for every one of us to suggest and bring forward the most outstanding acts and artists that made our year.
Local, set books written by Ugandans on the curriculum. It was not an easy thing, but writers got together and started speaking about it, but also lobbying the Ministry of Education. Those of you that are writing books now, it makes sense for you to share those books with the SCDC, because then they will know that the book exists, and therefore the next cycle when they are creating new books, look at it and see whether it merits to be on amongst the set books.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Minute.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so very much. A lot of things are boiling in my head. I don't know where to start and end. I'll start possibly with Ayu Taban. Yeah, with Taban's wonder whether in our quest to decolonize, we need even to undress ourselves of the Arab and Greco-Roman influences that we have. We may not actually do that. Even if we are to talk about decolonization, possibly we shouldn't even be speaking English. But one scholar has said we should actually use English to communicate beyond our borders. So even us using English and using it in the Ugandan accent is a part of decolonization. But us trying to speak like Americans here is neocolonialism. So be a Christian, be a Muslim, pick only the positive aspects, don't be corrupt, don't be a copycat. Our biggest challenge is we try to copy. If Queen of Katwe works, we want to make a movie like Queen of Katwe, we want to write a biography like Queen of Katwe, always try to be authentic. In us trying to be authentic and looking at maybe the thematic curriculum, I think the starting point for us as creatives is to tap into our oral literature. It is only our oral literature, or in our oral literature, that we find our true selves. Even if it is film, music, look at Bobby Wine's music. It's almost like an oral tale. Yeah? It's authentic, it's good. It can stand the test of time. Yeah? Look at people who do hip-hop where they are copying other people. You listen to it, you dance to it, after 1 month, you don't want to listen to it anymore. Yeah? Because it's not authentic. So in us trying to be authentic and picking from the thematic curriculum, let's try to write our stories which are based on our traditional stories in your language, yeah? And make sure that when you write, pay tribute or promote your culture by having it translated. Yeah, have an English version and a Runyoro version, if it were me. My very film that won an award was in local language, in Runyoro, Luganda, and English. That's the one that won an award. I didn't want to have characters. You have a maid who has come from the village, she doesn't know even how to open curtains, but she's speaking English. Yeah, that is an abuse also of people's intellect. So try to be original. In this year, I was a judge at a recently concluded Uganda Film Festival. One of the biggest feedback we gave our filmmakers is creating characters who are not original. Characters who are speaking English with an accent, they don't know how to speak it very well. They want to belong to another country or another space. They are using all the F words and the S words. You're like, even if you're angry, if you walk on Kampala street, find 10 angry people. How many of those 10 people show their anger by saying the word, the F word? How many? In our country, they are not there. They are not there. Then why are we putting it in our literature? Why are we putting it in our movies? So it means we are not being original. We are looking everywhere for inspirations, which is okay. Even the Ngugi wa Thiong'os, the Okot Benges, looked everywhere for inspirations. Get that inspiration, bury it in your, dip it in your culture. In fact, the best way to write a story, and no one will even contest it, is just use the narrative flow of your own traditional story. How the story evolves, how it is complicated, how it is resolved. There's this, is it the Njabala story? Yeah. Go get Njabala story, adapt it in Lusoga, adapt it in Luo. Yeah? And when you write, or even just use that structure of complexity, of narrative structure, to put in modern ideas. Because the people you're writing to, be they children or you people, you may not know. Some of you will not even dig. You know, you may not know what Njabala was going through. Can you make your characters, using that same plot structure or story, experience what you experience, and in that way you'll end up creating an original African story that people will want to adapt. You will end up creating a Black Panther story.
Right.
Now there's Black Panther 2 coming out. Yeah? And briefly,
if you could summarize, Doctor.
Yes, I had El Hajj here. Possibly you need to educate with these people that El Hajj means someone who has gone to Mecca twice. Yeah? I had El Hajj here say he wanted to make a historical film, and the person he expected to give him that information couldn't give him that information. Possibly in us trying to tell our own history, we even need to go beyond the Museveni's era. We need to go beyond the colonial era. My approach now to writing is to tell children's stories, which I think you can as well do, and make historical stories. I'm currently working on the story of Uganda before colonialism. At the time, just when colonialism was coming in, the time of Kabalega, of Mwanga, of Beach, of Kasagama, of Untare, that time. And actually in my research, I discovered this space that we know as Uganda today, a name that was forced on us. Yeah? Actually, these people related with each other at that time. Yeah, when Kabalega had a problem with his brother Kabigumire, Buganda supported Kabalega. Kabigumire went to Ankole. The people in Lango fought on behalf of Kabalega. So if we begin by constructing who we are from that level, in fact, we won't even have issues of us feeling Ugandan, us even feeling so tribal. Yeah, because these tribes are created. So members, as I conclude, write from the bottom of your heart. Go down, listen to the stories, modernize those stories. The story of Heya and Hyena, if they are stealing peanuts and beans, let Heya and Hyena steal apples. Yeah? Let Heya and Hyena steal sausages, milk. so that the little child who is going to read that can relate with that. And in that way, we shall decolonize our stories, and us will be ready to adapt your stories in film. Yeah,
Great.
Thank you so much.
Great. You see, when a storyteller tells a story, she will not want to finish. Arhaj, I trust Arhaj. We'll keep it 1 minute. Thank you.
Yeah, that is very true, because one philosopher defined time as a list of priorities, and our priority now is to conclude. And as we are concluding, I'll end with a quote by Einstein. As we are going digital, as we are going technological, he said that I see a generation where technology shall surpass human interaction, then it will be a generation of idiots. As a writer, we meet quite often via social evenings to discuss. So as you're putting your content online, do not forget to interact via these discussions. We learn a lot. Thank you very much.
Please, a very big hand of applause to our panelists. Thank you so much, Haj. Thank you so much, Dr. Cindy, for giving us time. Thank you so much, Mr. The Vice President of the National Culture Forum. Thank you so much, Fortunate Programs Officer at FemRight. Thank you so much, the man himself, Eltab Nasul, for sparing time to share with us. We'll be glad to have you at any other kind of discussions. Only important to note that even when we are in a digital era, it's still important that as we produce dead manners, we must read dead manners. All right? We must read dead manners. And you can't read when you have not bought. I want to make this last comment. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. It has delayed, but it was important. It was worth it. I'm sorry, we may not take questions now because we are time bad. We have very great things to. Allow me to request that you'll clap the biggest of your hand claps as we have our panelists off. Sorry. Not off. I am not a panelist. Am I a panelist? Aha, thank you so much.
Yeah, so this is an anthropology that has been put together by different writers. Some of them are here in the audience, Nigeria, South Sudan, young people right here. And I'm sure they have been listening to your feedback. And next time, we shall find poems in local languages and everything that you've advised them. So yeah, Elizabeth will be in charge of, yes. Yeah, so thank you very much. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, let's give it up for Elizabeth.
So Elizabeth, you'll be collaborating, working with our panelists and recording their contributions. Yeah. Yeah, our panelists can really take your seat. Thank you very much for sharing our event. There's a request for someone from Sudan, so that would be Garang Lester. You're needed here. And then one representative from Cornerstone. Yeah. Mr. Eltaban requests to have you. Okay. Yeah. Garang Lester and a representative from Cornerstone. Yeah, so as they come forward, next on stage we have the award ceremony for everyone who has contributed towards this call, this initiative, and then we shall call it a day. But otherwise, I hope that you're having a great time, yeah? And I hope that you have learned so much.
Okay. We have panelists that
People
are very
are getting
kind.
themselves books. Congratulations. Yes, sure. We don't know what criteria they followed. Whether it was just, I'm also from Sudan. Yeah, you can take your seat. Yeah. Yeah. So next on stage we are going to have the awarding ceremony. DJ some music.
Well, we want to really continue to appreciate our very wonderful partners and sponsors. National Cultural Forum, please. The PLO member foundation, I request that they stand up and we clap for them. Please, they have been here since morning, and we request that they stand up and we clap for them. Those of you that admire to speak like Lumumba. Quickly, Makerere University, give them a hand clap. Met Media, just do it once. Rotary Club Bobby. Okay, UNESCO. And then lastly, do I even have the energy to say this? Say hi. Hi. Do you ever go to high tables? Table of men. If you have ever been on a high table, then you are a high person, okay? You are a high. To attend this event, you are high. To sit in this auditorium, you are high. So, one simple description I would give us is that we are high people. So please, with all the energy you had spared, clap hands for we are high, but part of our sponsors and partners, we have high people. Please, highest. Surely that is not the highest. Thank you, Kenyans. Thank you, Kenyans. You clap enthusiastically. You are not like Ugandans. We are mean, especially when it comes to hand claps.
Right, so every hard work, as usual, always deserves, is it compensation or pay? I don't know the right term, but yeah. We are going to award some of the best submissions, yeah? We have 2 categories, and we shall start with the first category, and I'm going to request Mr. Odeke to come forward and honor the writers as they receive their guests to pick them from you. Let's give him a round of applause. Right, so we are going to do it like we have been doing it, giving a round of applause as someone comes forward. Remember, they have worked hard for this, right? So the first person in the first category, we have Okelo Jerome, Mbara University. Round of applause, guys. Yes, Okelo Jerome, well done, well done. Let's give him a round of applause as he walks his walk of fame. Is that your walk of fame, Jerome? That's your walk of fame? Nice. Yeah. Well done, well done, well done, Jerome, for your great contribution. And we are having Agatha, the mind behind Readers Africa. Next, we have Okirol Daniel from Makerere University. Round of applause, guys. Round of applause. Daniel, we need you to walk your walk of fame as you come forward. Jerome, you can come forward again. Oh, you've missed the hand clap, but it's okay. Well done, Daniel. Yeah, as you get your award, please stay in front. Congratulations, congratulations. The third person that we have in the first category is Awo Martha Shelshen, St. Mary's Girls. People, let's give her a thunderous hand clap. Congratulations, Martha Shelzen. Don't get tired. Don't get tired. Yes. And as you come forward, come with a smile, the walk of fame. Yes, that's our walk of fame. Congratulations, Martha. And she's in secondary, like. Right, so now we go to the second category, and I will request Mr. Innocent from Hypopo to come and give those awards to the best submissions. Mr. Innocent? Hypo. Yeah, Mr. Innocent from Hypo.
Mr. Innocent from High People. He's the sponsor of this writing competition. We held it around 11th of March up to 2nd. So he's the one that has been behind ARC, everything that, all the pre-ARC activities that we have been having. So let's have him award the second category.
Thank you very much. So the first person that we have in the first category, Keza Shifra, Sumaya Girls. Keza Shifra, Sumaya Girls. Oh, someone is picking the award for them. But let's give them a thunderous hand clap. He for she. Woo, sorry. Congratulations. Send our love to Shifra. And thank you for being a very good coach. He was coaching Shifra. The second person in the second category is Nyangoma Natasha, Cornerstone Leadership. People, let's give her a thunderous hand clap. DJ is no longer part of the Walk of Fame. Congratulations, Natasha. You're doing great. And then thirdly, we shall have Camila Virunji, St. Mary's College, Namagunga. Well done, Birunji. Let's keep cheering her until she comes forward. Louder, 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 louder. Hey, hey, hey. Congratulations, Shifra Birunji. Okay, so can we have all the participants come forward for a group picture? All the award winners. Is it heavy? Yeah. You go in the photo. Oh, I keep forgetting. Right, so Mr. Innocent, yeah, we are going to get some remarks from you as a keynote speaker. Yeah.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Well done. And congratulations to the winners of this year's competition. Thanks to everyone that took their time to come here and be a part of a gathering of building our nation, a gathering of sense. I noted yesterday that if there was stripping here, this hall would be full. But because we are speaking about matters of sense, the hall is looking like as it is. But thank you for being a part of greatness. I wish you all the best. I have nothing else to tell you today. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Members, I don't know if we have really done a great job at thanking Agatha Akulu for putting all this together. That young lady over there, she's the one who has been moving up and down together with a team of Priska, Cohens, Jerome, and so many other people that she's working with to put this together. So let us give them a thunderous hand clap. And let us keep supporting them, yeah? Like we have seen, if it was like a concert that had musicians like Shiba, this whole room would be full. But now, because this is a matter of intellect, I can say, there's only a number of us, yeah? So it's our role to go back there, tell every person we know about Readers Africa. We have said that we want to be part of a journey where we establish a reading culture, and I would really hope that when we leave here, we connect any friend that we know. We are like, but have you ever considered reading? Because some of them don't even think it's important. Let us all be influencers, yeah, for reading, because like Garang Lester told us, reading is a necessity. The same way you wake up and you feel like you need to take a meal, you need to shower, is the same way reading is actually important, because the brain has to be fed. Thank you very much. I really had my best being the MC today, together with Cohens Mugisha. I remain Sabrina Atwine, and big love to you all. Good evening. Yeah.
High People remains one of Uganda's and indeed Africa's most dynamic brands and organizations. The innovations and initiatives are increasingly renowned for their positive impact towards transforming lives and livelihoods around the continent. Our annual High People Music Awards are recognized not just for their critical acclaim and prestige that they bestow on their winners and nominees, but as one of the longest serving awards and celebration. We are proud to grow from strength to strength, celebrating and transforming brand to brand, name to name. A number of artists have grown to influence millions of Ugandans and Africans as a whole. Remarkably, the story we started as a digital online store to distribute and share content that was locally brewed and created by our indigenous Africans has turned out into a livelihood of every creator of content, be it music, film, drama, TV, name it. The 11th edition comes with thankfulness. It's been quite a journey. We thank our long-standing partners that have kept believing in transforming the music industry and the creative arts industry using digitization. We also thank God, our longest-serving sponsor, for making this happen every single year. I'm proud and excited to let you know that the nominations for the 11th High People Music Awards are now open for every one of us to suggest and bring forward the most outstanding acts and artists that made our year. High People remains one of Uganda's and indeed Africa's most dynamic brands and organizations. The innovations and initiatives are increasingly renowned for their positive impact towards transforming lives and livelihoods around the continent. Our annual High People Music Awards are recognized not just for their critical acclaim and prestige that they bestow on their winners and nominees, but as one of the longest serving awards and celebration. We are proud to grow from strength to strength, celebrating and transforming brand to brand, name to name. A number of artists have grown to influence millions of Ugandans and Africans as a whole. Remarkably, the story we started as a digital online store to distribute and share content that was locally brewed and created by our indigenous Africans has turned out into a livelihood of every creator of content, be it music, film, drama, TV, name it. The 11th edition comes with thankfulness. It's been quite a journey. We thank our long-standing partners that have kept believing in transforming the music industry and the creative arts industry using digitization. We also thank God, our longest-serving sponsor, for making this happen every single year. I'm proud and excited to let you know that the nominations for the 11th High People Music Awards are now open for every one of us to suggest and bring forward the most outstanding acts and artists that made our year.